And this, David, is?
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
There's definitely a buzz around crypto with President Trump.
Donald Trump said on July 27th that he would stop federal agencies from targeting the crypto industry. He made good on that promise today, right?
Trump embraced crypto, and crypto embraced Trump.
New York dude, like a New York guy from
New York guy.
Born and raised, grew up in New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
So
It's starting.
it's recording already.
Oh,
yeah. No, it's recording. Thanks for coming here.
Yes,
I
for
really
sure,
appreciate-
man.
Thank you,
Thank-
bro. I
thank
really
you for having
appreciate
me.
you.
Yeah.
It wasn't planned. You managed to be in Dubai. Can you tell me what brings you to Dubai?
Well, I had to meet up with one of my clients and stuff like that. So I had flown out here
Okay.
and help them out with some consulting and stuff like that. And besides all of that, like I was supposed to come here, because I was thinking about moving out here. So before I move somewhere, why would I not check out the place first? So I also, besides that, I always had Dubai in my mind for some reason. I always wanted to go, and then it just happened. So
How do you like Dubai? Do you like it?
I love it, to be honest,
Yeah?
man. Yeah. I like it a lot. I like the weather. The people they treat me nice. So it's amazing. And then coming from New York, it's a whole different vibe, basically.
You feel it? Like what strikes you up? Like the first things that you saw about Dubai, that you feel about Dubai? Like what was it?
Well, honestly, I would say the air quality.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay, but you're from New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from New York. So the air quality is just tremendously different. It's insane. When I go to New York, it's people will see me when I'm on a video. They're like, "Why are you always coughing? Why you always sick?" You always sick. I'm like, no, I'm not always sick. It's the air from the environment that I'm in that makes me, cough and everything like that. So when I come over here, it's like, it's just so rich.
Okay.
The air is rich.
It's funny though. I don't feel it anymore. I don't even know. But
Well, I feel the difference. I feel it for real.
so I would like you to introduce yourself. So how will you introduce yourself?
I'm known as Xrpvale. That's
Okay.
what they call me. Well, they call me many names: Mr. Vale, Time Traveler Vale. They even call me the Oracle of Crypto itself
will come.
entirely.
What makes you care about sharing those information? What makes you want to share those information that you know?
That's a good question, man. Because a lot of people they ask me that. They be like, why are you even doing this? Why are you doing this? And it's because I don't know. I guess it's just something that's just in me. I guess I have some sort of voice in my head that just tells me to just share the correct information with people, because the whole point in life is information. Information is currency. Without information, you won't be able to make, smart decisions that could change the outcome of your life. So when I gave the information, I did it basically in a timely fashion. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. So it's, like investing, if they list the crypto on an exchange, the majority of the time the crypto's already at $3, $10.
Yeah.
The people who got the information before it got on the exchange early, those are the people that get wealthy. You understand what I'm saying? When it gets to the exchanges at a high price, those people buying on the exchanges are making the people wealthy that bought
Before
years
it was
in
even listed.
advance.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
But so what? Because obviously now it's part of your job. Obviously, you have a Patreon.
well, it's my life.
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
your
even
life. So
say
you
it's
have a
my job.
Patreon. You have I think you also do some partnership with brands.
Yes.
Right? Brand endorsement. So like that came after, right? That come after. But like, what made you at the beginning tell people? Because first we have to say that you are a huge XRP. We don't say fans. How will you describe it? Like investors, obviously, or believer, or
I mean, I'm just a full-on believer in the XRP. I say it backwards sometimes. I say PRX. I say PRX sometimes in public because I don't want nobody to hear.
Okay.
But yeah, say that again. Ask me again.
it's like so before. So you are a big XRP
Okay, yeah.
investors, but like, what makes you? How did you lead you to be such? I would not say influencer. Like, I don't want to say influencer, but like the fact that you share your knowledge online and to people and care about like sharing your truth or the truth. It's like, what made you do this in the first place?
I guess it was just always like I always thought like in my life that I was gonna have like I was meant. Well, everybody has a purpose, right? You know what I'm saying? And I was always thinking like, what is my purpose? You know, when I was like in kindergarten, I wrote down that I wanted to be a fireman. You know, I wanted to be a fireman, and shout out to the firefighters everywhere, you know, and hardworking people as well. But, you know, I wanted to be a fireman, a cop, or just a whole bunch of things. And all these professions just popped up in my head. And then I just thought like, there was always a voice in the back of my head telling me like, that's not what it's gonna be. So I'm like, all right, so whenever it comes, you know, purpose comes, it'll come, because that's how it is in life. You don't find your purpose, it comes to you without you realizing it. So when I used to work this job selling vacation packages, that was back in 2016, long, just regular job. But I always had crypto in my head, and I've seen it like around, like on the internet and stuff like that. And then I heard about Coinbase and stuff like that. And there was this kid that I was working with, and he spoke to me out of nowhere. And this is when I knew that, okay, I got to do it now. Because I thought about it, and then the guy spoke to me about it, and he was like, you need to buy some crypto. Excuse me, you need to buy some crypto. And I'm like, that's funny, because I was always thinking about it. He's like, you got Coinbase? He was like, yeah, it's already downloaded. So I would just have Coinbase downloaded in my phone, and I'll just look at the Ethereum price, the Bitcoin price, and just not do anything, because I didn't really know how to like go about it. So the guy, he told me, and he showed me how to do transfers and stuff like that. And then that was that after that. And then once I did the transfers, and I bought Tron, you know Tron, Justin's son. I bought Tron, and this was when Binance was still allowed in the US. In the US, yeah. And then he just showed me how to do the transfers, and then that was it. But then when I bought Tron, I kept seeing the XRP token just pop up. You understand? You know how when you're in the interface and you buy a token, and then you look on the left side, and it'll show like the tokens like on the side. And then the XRP one just kept popping up. And I'm like, what the hell is this XRP? It keeps just popping up. So, you know, and then I looked it up, and the first time I looked it up, you know, I didn't see no other YouTubers. All right, guys, I didn't see none of you guys. Okay, I found it genuinely on my own. So, you know, like I found it, and you know, I typed it up, and I saw the company Ripple. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? And then when I clicked on it, I'm like, all right, let me just click on this. I saw the Ripple that looks like a fidget spinner, the logo. Okay. So I just saw the logo on Ripple, and I was like, all right, let me click on it. So then when I clicked on it, and you know, I did the reading, and it said, Ripple is here for the simple tasks of making XRP the world currency. And once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, it's over, because I always knew that the value of the dollar was constantly it was just constantly becoming worthless. Once the minimum wages started rising constantly every year, that just instantly told me that the value of the dollar is just done, because you need to spend more money to buy things. So as the year went by, you have to spend more money for things that cost like 3 times less.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I saw that, it was like, okay, well,
That's the
I
chosen
can't
one.
just freaking work a job forever. I gotta invest in something, and then that's just when I knew it, you know.
So, as I told you like earlier, like I call XRP the crypto of the conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy.
That's how I say it. Because
Everybody's a conspiracy. If you notice, everybody they say, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist," and I'm like, nobody's a conspiracy theorist. They're just smart-minded, open-minded people. That's what they are.
that thinks and critic and like, yeah, that asks question basically, and that wants to find answer. But I call it this way because
Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple.
it's been a crypto that nobody really believed in it. I mean, like, it's a very small
Nobody
percentage.
believes in anything until it happens.
What makes it like so special? What makes it like so interesting for you and for other people though? But it's a small amount of people that's into it. Eh?
Yeah, it makes it interesting to me because it just basically really opened my mind up to the world of money, to the world of global transfer. They're basically the two global body members of the new global payment standard. If you look at XLM and USDC, they put their headquarters in New York. You know what I'm saying? USDC and XLM in New York is a financial capital of the world. So when I saw that, I was like, I mean, what more do you need to see? Like, even with people seeing things like that, you know what I'm saying? Even with people seeing things like that, they still don't believe. They still don't believe it. So
Why do you think people don't care that much about crypto, the financial system, like, and money in general? I mean, they want money, but they don't care about understanding what is money and how it works, though.
why they don't care? Oh yeah, I mean, I think they don't care simply because they just have a closed mind, and I say like this: the people you're around basically develops your future. So if you're around a whole bunch of other, jerk offs that just don't care about having an open mind and just want to do the same nonsense that they're doing over and over and over and over again, you're just going to become like them. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what makes people not care. But once you're around people that actually care about having an open mind and having a different mindset and understanding that the world is not just in a closed box, it's a big world, and there's plenty of information out there if you're willing to grab it. Once you do that, after that, that's it. The sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say they don't care, because of the people around them that influence them not to care. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I'm around you here today and I talk about a whole bunch of things, information, and it's something probably maybe you never cared about before, and then you might start to think like, well, wait a minute, this guy kind of like makes sense. You know what? Let me go. Look at that little. This could be an extra 50,000 in your pocket, like without you even knowing. You know?
True,
so.
But like, so you think you've been curious all your life, and I think curiosity is like a superpower. It's like, if you're not curious, then nothing's gonna happen.
Well, they say Geminis is always curious, so.
Gemini?
I'm Gemini. They say they like to look stuff up and everything like that.
So I'm pretty sure in your circle, even maybe family, like very close, you've been probably telling people to get into crypto and XRP, and still they didn't make the move, right?
Yeah, a
So
lot. Yeah.
why do you think, like, how long do they need, like, for them to be able to say like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get into it, like?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, because like my family, the people around them is just, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to work. You have to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
But like, that's like a mindset. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the rich people didn't get wealthy with just having a go to work and come home, go to work, 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 come home. You're a robot. You understand what I'm saying? So like, if you can't step out of that mentality, then nothing is gonna happen. So like, I saw that, then, people I know and my family and stuff. So I try to explain to them, and then they get afraid. That's why they don't wanna step outside the box. They get afraid.
Fear. It's about fear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're fear because they don't want to lose money. But this is what people don't understand. The only way for you to gain money, to get wealth, and to live in one of these buildings in this backdrop right here is if you step out of the box. You have to not be afraid to lose money. You think Elon Musk didn't lose billions? You think Warren Buffett didn't lose millions, billions before they became, millions before they became billionaires?
Yeah, no, you need to fail. Like everyone is failing at some point. Everyone is losing money. Everyone is like, yeah, definitely.
They're afraid to fail. You know what I'm saying? But failing is what makes you as a person, and that's basically what I've learned. There was plenty times where I thought like, oh, I don't even want to talk about this stuff right now. But then, I always just had the drive to just keep going and keep going. So I would tell people, just find the enjoyment in whatever it is that you want to do. But do something that will make you financially free, because not everybody's doing that. That's why there's only a 1%.
It is though.
So
this 1%. Online, you're very active online.
Yeah.
I've been following you for years now. Your tone, I want to talk about it. You are, honestly, like most of the people in the industry, like, and that's why I like you. It's because you
different.
You're very different because, as I told you, you can tell fuck off. You literally tell people to fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But most of the people, they'll be like gentle and polite and like tweet like,
Because they're scared of what people think of them. If I'm always like this too nice, like, all right, yeah, all right, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, let's go, blah, blah, blah. You're a joke because you're afraid of what people think about you. I don't care what people think about me. It just comes out to me. So if you're watching somebody that doesn't care about what people think about them, and he says whatever he wants to say, that's how you know he's a real person.
And you're free.
And you're free.
That's what it is.
You're not just the same generic garbage like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Online, that's who you are in the real world. That's how
exactly.
You are
They think. One time some guy told me, he was like, yeah, I don't think he's really like that. I actually am really like that. Like, I really am like that. Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of times, like, I've been in plenty of situations and I'll just say whatever. And I just don't even care about what happens after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I get beat up, whatever the case. At least I'm not afraid. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want people around you that's afraid. If you have people around you that's afraid, then how can you
trust that person? No?
Trust the person, and how can you even have protection? That's like me having a bodyguard and he's afraid. So what the hell am I? Why are you here, bro? Like, what the hell are you here for? For that, I'll just be by myself. Like,
but this industry, like, I love crypto, but I find like it happens to every business, every industry. Like, people are annoying somehow because they're like so faking it. Like, they're so trying.
They're
to
all
fit
fake.
Yeah.
All these crypto YouTube guys, they're all fake. They all sound the same. They all talk about the same thing.
And too much.
The same narrative that whatever basically gets them views, which is basically clickbait.
Yeah.
I never did clickbait. I never did any of that. And I still get to this day over 2 million views a month between all platforms, between Twitter, between YouTube, between Instagram. Even with Instagram, I only have about like 8,010 followers. I just hit 8,000 followers, and I have my Instagram probably for like 2 years. I've had other pages, but they took that one out. But I'll give you an example. With the Instagram 8,000 followers, I get around like 235,000 views a month.
Okay.
with just 8,000 followers. That's just 8,000. Imagine if it was 50,000.
Yeah, but that shows that, for example, on Instagram, it shows that people rather follow hot chicks probably than following someone that's telling them about something that really matters.
That goes back to what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Whatever's around you
Yeah.
is what influences you and what stops you from being who you want to be, you know, as a man. Like, you know, like, yeah, I see chicks online and all this stuff like that.
Yeah, you
whatever.
trash them too. Like I've seen like you talking to them like.
Yeah, like, and it's like, bro, you're just trying to get like weak men to just you know, pay for your stuff, and you're not gonna respect a man if you're with him for just paying you. You're not gonna respect him. A woman respects a man that doesn't allow her to take advantage of him. That's a man. You're not a man if you just let a girl just take advantage of you. She wants a strong man that could put his foot down and be like, oh, I want to go do this today. Nah, I don't want to do that today. No, but I want to go. Nah, I don't want to. We'll do that another time. Guys won't say that because they'll be like, oh no, I don't want her to get upset. She's gonna get mad at me. It's ridiculous.
I asked ChatGPT about you.
Oh yeah, that's another story.
And
about that
it
too.
was interesting because like I put my name and ChatGPT was like, I don't know this guy. I put your name and I was like, listen, I'm gonna meet this guy. I'm gonna interview him. Like, drop me some question, and like they literally like drop me a lot of questions.
That's what's up.
So it means that you're well known in the industry. If someone like me that didn't know XRP at all, what will be your way to explain me and to teach me about XRP?
Well, I would say
What will you say? Yeah.
I would say that there's not really that much. Well, there isn't that much time left at all. Like, because like inflation is going to continue to go up, and it's going to get worse. The egg price is going to go up too. People are already complaining about it right now in the U.S. They were basically telling me that a carton of eggs was like $16 for a dozen of eggs. A whole carton of eggs a couple years back used to just be like what, like $3 for 12 eggs. Now it's like 4 times the price.
Oh, yeah, really?
$3-5 for like 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 16. They were telling me when I was on Instagram Live, they was like, yo, I saw a carton of eggs. It was like $16. You go around right there in New York, a smoothie is like $13. You go buy a meal even outside of New York, in the outskirts, like upstate. You go buy a meal at Panera Bread, it's like $13 for just a half a sandwich meal, you know? So that right there tells you alone that you need to be a part of the new 1%. Because what are you gonna do when a gallon of milk is $20?
You talk about universal basic income a lot as well. Mm-hmm. Let's come back before this. Like, if I'm here, I don't know XRP, you don't know me, and you have like 20 seconds to explain me XRP. What will you say?
Well, I would say, do you want to work the rest of your life, or do you want to have a chance at becoming wealthy? So, which one you want to do? Okay, what you gonna pick? I want to be wealthy, right? Yeah. Okay, so learn about this, watch a couple videos. You just don't even have to watch a lot of my videos. You could just go to the first video. You can just watch the first 10 videos, and right away that would tell you. There's literally like 10 years of information on there in just basically a 4-year time span. Like, I done said things so early that the entire world is talking about it now. So that goes back to what I said earlier. Like, I want give people a chance to absorb the information early so they can buy the coin early. But that time is already over now. You get what I'm saying? But that's a problem. A lot of the guys in the YouTube or whatever crypto space, they spoke about information 3 years later. Everybody would tell me to be like, yo, these dudes is copying all your stuff. Like, you said this like 3-4 years ago, and they're acting like it's brand new. That's messed up.
I know, you said that a lot. Yeah.
That's messed up because you didn't give the people a chance to accumulate.
Yeah. It's easy to come now, like, and to say so certain. Yeah.
It's easy. It's easy to say it now when it's mainstream, right?
Yeah, it is.
It isn't easy to say it years before it's mainstream, right?
That's why I say it's the coin of the conspiracy theories, because you're always ahead of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you were there at the beginning, very early, and so far, you know what's good with the truth is that it lasts. You know what I mean? At some point, it's going to be revealed that, and now we are witnessing something like the narrative about XRP has shifted. You know what I mean? It's like, it's more out there. Like, for years and years and years, no one will care about it.
It shifted because they know Bitcoin is not the one. The central banks don't want Bitcoin. What's her name? Christine Lagarde, the head of the European Central Bank, she said it herself when they asked her the question, and they said,
Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council.
But then you see Ripple going out making deals with all these central banks. So, I mean, it's common sense. Like, why would they want Bitcoin? First of all, Bitcoin, the whole point of Bitcoin is to go against the government. That's the point. And there was a lot of illegal things tied with Bitcoin. You think governments of the world want something, a money transfer system that can just like that's tied to illegal stuff, or is too slow, sucks up too much electricity? They don't want that. They want a coin that could transfer money that's less than a fraction of a penny within 2 to 3 seconds. That creates a level playing field. That's what Donald Trump said. He said, I just want a level playing field. He said it at the World Economic Forum in front of everybody. And the whole room was just quiet. And that's what's coming. Because if you see what's happening now with Trump, he wants to do the tariffs. Now with the tariffs, you're creating a trade war. You're creating trade wars with countries. That's not a level playing field. So you see how as soon as he became the president, he said he wants to make tariffs, and then he said he wants a level playing field. Because the tariffs brings friction to global trade. The XRP removes friction from global trade because it creates a level playing field because it's a trustless system. So if you have a trustless system, if me and you, we have a trustless system, let's say me and you and other banks, and we're transferring money, and this is the trustless system right here, right? And we don't need to trust anybody to use it because it's a trustless system, because everything is already verified automatically. You know what I'm saying? And that's what creates a level playing field.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that's just what it is, man. Like, you know, and it just, honestly, it's a beautiful thing to see. But, you know, right now, a lot of the Bitcoin maxis, they're making up lies
Why
about
everyone is, in everywhere in the world, like, no matter what, it's even crypto or whatever, people are like always like taking like the extreme in somehow, you know what I mean? They're just like, why do you have to judge something else? Why do you have to, like, if you're into Bitcoin, be into Bitcoin, you know what I mean? If you're into Ethereum, be it, you know what I mean? Why do you have to insult me or make me feel bad about being on XRP or on any coin, you know what I mean? Why?
I'll tell you why right now. Well, first of all, people would say like, oh, you talk down on people. No. There's a reason why I would talk down on somebody, and the reason is because they're full of shit and they're lying. I don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that. You know what I'm saying? People want truthful people around them. That's how the world turns around. You know what I'm saying? When you have a strong circle of people that you can trust, you're always gonna grow. You have one bad link and you're done. You understand what I'm saying? So like, when people, they start saying foolish things and lying, that's when I'll like, you know, insult them or whatever like that. But anybody who's telling the truth, I don't insult you. I don't talk down on you.
Yeah,
but when you're sitting here doing this garbage, you know, saying things that's not true and making up lies, then that's when I'll come at you. I guess that's just how I am. I don't know.
Banks, financial institution, a lot of people are talking about XRP somehow without mentioning XRP necessarily. Like, there's always the narrative about cross-border payment, international settlement, you know what I mean? So we believe that they're talking about XRP without mentioning it. Is this true? Do you think like Bank of America or like a lot of banks around the world, they're already into XRP and like validated XRP somehow?
Yeah.
Or Ripple, the company, let's.
Yeah, they know about it. They all know about it. You know what I'm saying? Bank of America surely knows about it for sure, and everybody else knows about it, like all the other financial institutions, and they know that the world is basically already changed. Like if you look, March 10th is the start of the new ISO 20022 global payment standard, right?
In March.
March 10th,
Okay.
yeah. So March 10th is when March 10th, 2025 is when the FedWire with the Federal Reserve, FedWire goes live with ISO. So there's about it's 40% of the financial money institutions that's ready, and then the other 60%, right, they're not ready. But SWIFT is still going ahead with the new start date, basically. And the head of the new SWIFT is not how can I say this? They're not going to push it forward.
Okay.
Because it was supposed to go live in 2023, but they wasn't ready.
Okay.
So from 2023 to 2025,
they get time to get.
You got time to be ready.
Okay.
That's why now SWIFT is like, okay, we don't care. The world is moving to a new standard, so we have to move to this. You know what I'm saying? And the first body member of that new global payment standard is Ripple. And their token is XRP, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Is there other crypto that are part of the new?
Oh
financial
yeah,
system?
yeah.
Can you name some
yeah,
of them?
Yeah, for sure. They have IOTA is a part of the new ISO system. XDC is a part of the ISO system.
XLM.
Yeah, XLM, exactly. HBAR. Some people say Quant is a part of it. I've seen some couple information out there where they said Quant is a part of it. But to be honest, I don't really like Quant because for some reason I don't like it. For some reason,
you probably invested your money into those coins, right?
Yeah.
That you just mentioned.
Yeah. Algorand too. Algorand is a part of the ISO standard as well.
So it means like the idea is to follow the big fish somehow. It's like to see
and XDC as well.
XDC, you mentioned it though.
Yeah.
So those are the coins that you truly believe in, but XRP is the one that you like.
To be honest, I'll be straight up. I don't like XDC. I don't like Quant. I don't like Hedera, HBAR. I don't like any of those coins. I just only like XRP, XLM, and Algorand, and then there's one that's called Corium, and then there's another one that's called Sologenic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are your
your Corium
babies.
is ISO 2 and Solo is ISO 2. Yeah, because they're gonna be with tokenization.
Can you quickly explain to someone that doesn't know this world about tokenization, what it is and what's gonna happen?
All right, so tokenization is basically like, let's say if you have $20 million worth of gold.
Okay.
You got to put it somewhere.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? You got to put it, or you going to hold it? You're not going to hold it.
Yeah, you're not going to have it in your house.
So you would rather have it tokenized, where you have a company that uses a tokenization system. So, they can't everything is verified once you purchase it.
So this is the world we're going, to come back to the universal basic income and
exactly.
It's all connected though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the basic income,
Yeah, the universal basic
That's
income.
going to happen because of hyperinflation that continues to happen.
But the world tokenization, universal basic income, let's say one world reserve currency, it's all of this are connected together?
Yeah, exactly. It is connected.
How will you explain that simply to someone that doesn't understand those words? You know what I mean? It's because you say you're the oracle, you can see a little bit in the future because you make your own research. How do you talk to people about
Sometimes
this?
I just say things that I think and it just happens.
How do you talk to them without freaking them out, and as well like making them understand that you need to take care of your future right now because it's gonna be worse than people can imagine.
I'll just tell them and be like, hey, let me ask you a question. You work in this job, right? Yeah, I work in this job. Or how much do they give you an hour? Oh, they give me like $20 an hour. I'm like, okay. So what are you gonna do 2 years from now when a gallon of milk is $25? What are you gonna do? Is that same job gonna help you? You think they're gonna sit here and give somebody who works at Starbucks $50 an hour just because inflation went up? No. All they're gonna do is just replace you with AI. And that's what's happening right now. They're literally building a 2 gigawatt data center, right? AI's super data center. What's his name? The guy from Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg.
In Texas, yeah.
And it's gonna take up over 80% of Manhattan. Like, he literally announced that this is what's happening.
On Wednesday, Governor Landry announced that the Facebook and Instagram parent company Meta will build a massive $10 billion artificial intelligence data center in Northeast Louisiana.
To announce the construction of a $10 billion Meta data center.
Why would you need something that big? Because AI is evolving so rapidly. It's so quick that they can't even wrap their heads around it. That's how fast it's expanding because people see the value in the AI. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of scary. It is a little bit dangerous. That's why these governments are building all these policies for AI and things like that. But real soon, right? And there's even a TV show about universal basic income. It's called Universal Basic Guys. And it's like a little cartoon show, and you can watch it on I believe it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
If you have Disney Plus, you can watch. Yeah, Disney Plus, FX. And the show starts off like this. He says, I used to work at a hot dog factory.
Until them robots came along, and now there is no job for me, but I get $3,000 a month.
Thanks to UBI, Universal Basic Income.
Okay.
And so the show is literally about them just playing around with free money that they're getting every month. If you look, when Trump was the president, people got what? Stimulus money. That was basically like the start of it.
Yeah.
So it's either you want to be your own bank and become a part of the bankless like revolution. Like, look, this is one of the companies that I partner with is Tangem, and you have private key setup, right?
What is it?
Tangem. And then my code is Xrpvale, all capitals, and you get like 10% off. But
so what is
that's
it?
it.
This is your wallet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have everything in there. I just have a couple dollars in there.
I'm out.
You go.
What's up?
The keys are private, so you wouldn't be able to see them anyway.
So that's a card. And
like Tangem.
Okay, Tangem, and this is a wallet basically, and you.
I have Ledger as well too. I have Ledger too.
And then you have your key.
Private keys in there.
Yeah, obviously. And then like you can have access to your money, but you don't need a bank technically.
Yeah, exactly.
Your money is right
so
there.
you're basically your own bank.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's what Bitcoin at the beginning and crypto was. It's like being your own bank, right? Okay, things have changed. Over time.
Yeah. So and it's EMP proof. So if there's like an EMP attack.
Wait, the number and everything is clear, it's fine, like no one can have access to it, right?
Oh no.
Okay,
This is just
just to say.
This is the number of the card. If you want to blur it out, you can blur it out. But
no, it's up to you. No, I won't. I want to make sure that no one can have access.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't really be. You need an access code.
Yeah, you need the key. Yeah,
you need you have to get that for me. So let's say if I lost this on the floor, this card, and somebody found it, right? They can't get into it because
unless you have the
they don't have my access code. And then that's where the whole point of setting up keys privately, basically. So if you set up your keys privately, right, it's a private setup where the keys are generated randomly. You get what I'm saying? And it's private. So if you set up your keys with let's say another wallet, the keys are generated like publicly. So if there's a quantum attack, right? A quantum attack is gonna look for the they're gonna look for the keys for
to open your wallet.
For the wallet.
Yeah.
But if you generated the keys privately, right? Then how can they see them? It's private.
Where do you, the long-term game, you've been accumulating XRP, knowing that in the long term, you'll be winning, right? So is this your life? Where do you see yourself now, in the long-term game? Like, what will be next for you? What's your
The
plan?
long term is already over.
Okay.
The long term is over, boy. That was from XRP was what, made in 2011, basically?
Yeah. Do you think people are missed out the opportunity, it's too late?
I mean, I would say, yeah, it's too late, but then I don't want to sound messed up and not say anybody doesn't have a chance. You have a chance, but you're just not going to get nowhere near the amount of tokens that you would get. Compared to somebody who bought it in 2016.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, people just fall with the hype. It's just hype. You know what I'm saying?
People contact you when it's up, and they're not reaching out to you when it's time to buy. It's literally they reach out to you when it's going up, and you're just bro, I've been telling you this for years.
Because nobody has faith. That's the problem. You have to really sit and believe in something. So this goes back to what I said. It goes around to the people that you're surrounded with. If you're around people that you're surrounded with and you bring up crypto to them and they're like, oh, that's BS, that's nothing, and whatever, and then you continue to be around them, then you're gonna start to believe that. But if you're around people that have an open mind, you get what I'm saying? If you're around people that have an open mind, then it's gonna cause you to be like, you know what? Let me try this out.
Yeah.
And then that's just literally how it goes. To be honest, there's no other, that's just what life is. You understand what I'm saying? If a mother has a child and the child is born in a horrible environment and they're around horrible people, what happens? They end up in jail and stuff like that. You know how many people I know that still around, want to be around the wrong people and stuff like that, and
so your environment.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Your environment and everything like that, and sooner or later you end up either dead or in jail. That's not what you want to be. But if you're around people who constantly want to evolve as a human being, you're gonna go right with them. If you're in the room with 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th one. If you're in a room with 5 losers, you'll be the 6th loser. So that's just how it goes.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate your time. Want to go smoke a shisha?
Yeah, we go smoke some shisha right now.
Okay, let's go.
All right, man.
Let's go, bro.
Pleasure,
Thank
man.
you so much, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. I can feel it.
Yo, Khaled. Look who's here. Look who's here.
The Oracle, man. The Oracle of crypto. You know what time it is.